Max.
Hang on.
Max, you ready? I think we.
You're live.
Chris LeBar, Max Godby back live in between games. Dunbar and East Jessamine. Max will have a tall tale to get up to what happened in game one.
It was a fantastic game. I mean, just an absolute barn burner. You had a final score of 43-36. West Jessamine literally being stopped on the 1-yard line was Clay Estes of Bourbon County. It was just, if you wanted it in this game, you got it. You like high-velocity offenses? You got it. You like ground and pound? You got it. You like just breakaway speed from two quarterbacks? You got it. It's pick six, fumbles in the end zone. It had everything. Great game to start off this Jessamine County Classic, and really looking forward to this matchup with East Jessamine and Dunbar.
East Jessamine, the decisive underdog. They've won 5 games in the last couple of years combined, but they're starting from scratch in many ways.
Very much so. And I got to watch this team last year when Jessamine County Classic was over in East Jessamine. And watching that game, you saw a team last year that was trying to change a culture. You hear a lot of coaches talking about changing like a climate and changing a culture. Climate you could change pretty quickly. A culture takes years to develop. I mean, look at what Coach Jones has been doing with Bourbon County and the way he's been able to change that culture and change that high-energy mentality into his team. You look at East Jessamine, it's kind of a similar story of how, what are you going to do to be able to establish yourself as a program that's able to compete with these big programs, with a Dunbar, which has been picking up speed, with the West Jessamine, to the point where you're able to compete with the Lexington schools as well. East Jessamine has a big road ahead of them, but they are still a team that's willing to compete, and this isn't a pushover team. Dunbar's going to have to come in and play a good game in order to beat East Jessamine as well.
Let's talk a bit about Dunbar, Max. 2 years removed from a state to semifinal appearance at 6A.
And it's incredible to see. And you talk about massive culture change. Dunbar, I remember growing up, Dunbar would maybe get 2-3 wins. You talk about probably their 10-win seasons were in compared of 10 wins in like 6 years. And now the job that Coach Wes Johnson has done with this program has just been stellar. And just slowly but surely growing this into a foundation of an established winning program and a threat. I mean, a threat in the state championship, not just around the city of Lexington and amongst Fayette County, but amongst the entire state and in Central Kentucky as well.
Well, fingers crossed for a good broadcast. It was an absolute nightmare in game one for many reasons, but we pray that we'll get this off the air for you guys. All the great sponsors here on Glycod.com, wonderful viewers, 2 great programs. Thanks to all 4 coaches for their hospitality, their time this week, and the great Mark Miracle, athletic director at West Jessamine, for his support of our broadcast. And we hope, knock on wood, we'll get this one off, and should be an interesting ball game.
Very much so. Very much so. As long as we've got power, we got a chance. That's for sure.
Well, we had it, and then we didn't have it. So Paul Laurence Dunbar, group that, again, 2 years ago in the Class 6A semifinals, lost a ball game to Mail. They've got a couple of key players back off that team. And East Jeff's been a long time since this program has had sustained success. And they'll have their hopes riding on sophomore quarterback Justin Heisel in a new cast of characters in what will be a spread attack.
My opportunity to see one of the East Jessamine games last year, Heisel was the one that stood out. He's that guy. He's got that competitive edge. Reminds me a little bit of Estes, who we just watched play, is a guy that's willing to do anything and is going to make plays.
East Jessamine back to return. Isaac Johnson, one of the key players here for East Jessamine. That ball's going to bobble off, and West Jessamine, Dunbar recovers the fumble to start this game.
Now, that is not how you want to start off your 2022 season. Giving Dunbar excellent field position on the East Jessamine 16-yard line.
That ball ricocheted off Sean Reed, it appeared. Jake, if we can get that shot tighter, please. They look like sardines out there. Let's get that shot tighter, please, up top. As Paul Laurence Dunbar will have it at the 16-yard line to start this game. Cole Colony will not start at quarterback. It's Ethan Teal, and we'll tell you more about Teal as this evening continues. And a timeout, East Jess.
Going to be interesting to see how East Jessamine is going to be able to adapt to Ethan Teal, because you spend all offseason focusing on one quarterback, one playmaker. All of a sudden you throw a brand new one in there, not a lot of film on him, not a lot of game film or studying his strategy, his tendencies, things that he gives up. Now you're to the point where your East Jessamine's defense, you're going in a little blind.
So we told you about Ethan Teal. Cole Colony was the returning quarterback. And then a couple of weeks ago, one of the scrimmages, their feature running back with a knee injury. So Colony, a very accomplished rusher in his own, became the new running back. He'll share duties with Noah Chapman. And then Ethan Teal, first-year starter at the varsity level, former player at Lexington Christian. And another pre-snap penalty.
Both East Jessamine and Dunbar kind of shaking off the rust a little bit.
So after the fumble on the opening kickoff, we've had a timeout and a false start. So Dunbar football from the East Jess 21, and Colony trying to bounce it outside, and he'll get nothing.
Again, another low snap. Need to get with the center. Try to get it up a little bit higher. Because if the snap's a little low, snaps a little bit to the left, to the right, it throws off the rest of the gameplay.
Alize Gerling on the stop. We'll call his name a lot from the middle linebacker position. Colony from Teal, and Colony will take it just shy of the 20. It'll bring up third down and about 14.
Resting on the 21-yard line. If East Jessamine's able to hold right here, what a stand for the beginning.
Bickerstaff in motion. Now Teal back to throw, and right through the mitts, and
wow.
An incomplete pass ricocheted through Trey Berry.
You talk about a huge hole for East Jessamine, especially after that kick return fumble. That is a huge victory for them as Dunbar sets up for 4th and 14.
Skylar Vaught, the normal Dunbar kicker. With the offense intact and 4th and long. Teal back to throw on a slant, looking for Commodore, and it's deflected and incomplete as West got a hand on it.
What a stop by East Jessamine. If you didn't have any momentum after that fumble, you definitely got it now. East Jessamine now can take a breath, be able to sit back a little bit, calm down, and run your game plan.
Let's see what Justin Heisel can do behind this new offensive line. Walton, Kokel, the freshman Hammond is the center of the right side, is Lee and DeBain. Heisel's in the shotgun. Braxton the back, and Braxton blown up, thank you, back at the 17-yard line.
He had no shot, came in scot-free. That snap kind of lobbed back there a little bit. Perfect enough time, showing himself his own representation of Jadavion Clowney.
That was Ryan Browning from the linebacker position, and a loss of 6. Now Heisel on a slant. He'll dump it across the 15. It's Parker Morton. Dante Parker Morton. Leading returning receiver with only 3 grabs last year. That gives you the indicator of the mentality this season. A lot of new faces in key spots for the Jags. It's 3rd down at 16 from the 21. Heisel rifles it, and there's a first down across the 30 down to the 33-yard line. You'll hear that name a lot. It's Isaac Johnson.
And a great job by him to be able to get those yards after catch. Be able to burrow down, get to the outside for a great start to this drive. And a great first down.
3rd down and long, being backed up in the kitchen, and Heisel slings it.
First and 10 from the Jaguar 32-yard line.
Braxton to the right of Heisel. Now Braxton gets the call and tripped up, blown up again at the point of attack.
One of those linemen looked like he was knocked four yards in the backfield.
It's Mason Hazlitt. Check that Hazlitt. Mason Hazlitt on the stop.
Movement up front.
2nd and 16 on the Jaguar 26-yard line.
2 receivers flank to the near side. That is Braxton again. He'll take it just shy of the 30.
Carry on the play by number 1, Parker Morton.
This is a slender, smaller Dunbar offensive line, defensive line. Very quick, but they're really great at the bull rush as well, being able to get underneath your pads, pull that chest plate up to your throat, and be able to drive you back. And they're succeeding in it right now.
High snap to Heisel. That pass dropped by the tight end Reader.
Passing complete to number 3, Reader. 4th and 14.
8:43 in this first quarter. East Jessamine fumbles the opening kickoff, and then holds Dunbar. And now their ensuing drive. They'll have it 4th down and long. And Isaac Johnson back to punt with Noah Chapman set to return for Dunbar at the 35. High snap. Johnson.
Nice punt.
It sure was. Bounces at the 40, and Commodore is going to trickle back at the 15. And Commodore trying to bounce it outside, and does. He'll be out at about the 25-yard line.
Had a little bit of that rugby-style punt to it. Being able to get the back end to start going forward.
1st and 10 Dunbar from their own 26-yard line.
So Dunbar's second drive of this football game. Offensive line, left tackle Moses Mafuda, left guard Ethan Hampton, Colton Turner, the senior center, right side of the line, Kendall Wills and Niall Bailey. Ethan Teal, first-year varsity quarterback, and Cole Colony, feature running back right now. The set empty, though, for Teal, and Teal will float it out to Colony. Nearly picked off as it's deflected and incomplete. That's a Lazi Girdling on the stop.
East Jessamine sniffed that out a mile away, setting up that bubble screen to the outside. Great defensive stop there.
Barry in motion now to the far side. And Teal looking Barry's direction for an incomplete pass.
Still struggling with the snap a little bit. Need to get the snap a little bit higher.
3rd and 10 from the 26.
A lot of points scored in that first game. Perhaps the opposite here in game 2. Trips to the near side. And back to throw. Teal steps up and slings it. And that pass incomplete. Nice pressure applied off the edge.
Hit while he's thrown on that one, and you could definitely tell from that.
Alize Gerling with the pressure. He's been all over the field to start this game.
We've now seen twice as many punts in this game than we did against Bourbon and West Jess.
Good start by this Jaguar team. even though they fumbled a kickoff, but nice response by their defense.
Very much so.
Ryan Browning to punt. And Johnson back to return for the Jaguars. High snap to Browning, and the lefty with a gorgeous high kick. And fair caught by Johnson at the 42.
I like East Jessamine aggressiveness on the defensive side. They've played very aggressive. They've taken risks, and I even like on this punt, they're not going to set up for a return. It was going to be a straight-up punt block.
Net punt of 34 yards. So East Jess, offense on the field for the second time.
First and 10 Jaguars from their own 43-yard line.
So here's a look at the spread with trips to the near side. And Parker Morton in motion, and Parker Morton gets the float. And he'll be unable to bounce it outside, loss of a few.
Carried by number 1, Parker Morton. Loss on the play.
This Dunbar defense, a lot of speed.
A lot of speed, especially on their defensive line as well. Defensive line is quick, but don't let that deceive you. They could still be penetrators as well.
This group +5 last year on turnovers, despite giving up 33 points. They return their entire secondary, a lot of experience in the corners. Angel, Bickerstaff, and safety Colony all back. 2nd and 13, looming for East Jess. Heisel rifles it to Nathan Rice, and Rice, his first varsity catch, will net a loss of a couple.
That's completed to number 11, Rice.
Dunbar has pinned their ears back and have sniffed out every single thing that East Jessamine has presented so far.
5 minutes gone by. You just joined us, West Jessamine winning 43-36 over Bourbon County. Just a fantastic game. And 2 receivers flanked far, 1 near. As Heisel with a snap. Here comes the pressure from Browning. Heisel rolling right.
Oof.
And he'll twist up to the 38. And
By number 5, Heisel.
here marches the Jaguar punting unit.
Great pursuit by Dunbar's defense. Great linebacking core, able to come in, flush Heisel out of the pocket, and then just deliver a punishing blow.
4th and 15 from the Jaguar 37-yard line. Back to punt. Number 4, Johnson.
So Isaac Johnson will punt for the second time. And Commodore back for the Bulldogs. Johnson twisting and turning as it bounces and rolling for net yardage down at the 20. 43-yard punt. Here comes the Paul Laurence Dunbar offense. No score from Nicholasville. Back after this.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Dunbar goes hurry up. Colony up the gut once. Now he goes twice, and a first down across the 30 to the 35, a gain of 10.
Good physical run there. Great job by the offensive line staying on their tag blocks together, double teams up to the backfield.
So Dunbar upping the tempo here as Teal slings it. That's Chapman across the 40 before he's upended at the 41. He'll pick up 5.
As you see, this tempo starting to pick up even more now.
Second and 4 from the 41.
Under 5 minutes in the quarter. Chapman leaks out. Now Teal slings it short. And a Nolan Ryan fastball in tight confines off the mark for Commodore.
Now you're going to have a 3rd and 4 here. There's a lot of variety you could do with Dunbar on this. You've got the speed to the outside. Look for something of that possible draw, running back draw on the inside on a 3rd and short, on a 3rd and mid situation like this.
2 receivers stacked up near on 3rd and 4. Leaking out is Chapman, and he'll ramble for a first down. Just shy of the 50.
Great play right there. Set up a little RPO on the outside. If that corner or free safety is going to be that far off the ball, might as well just get the free yards out of it.
I think the Bulldogs have something here with up-tempo. Same formation. Teal slings it. Chapman again. He'll zoom across the 41 down to the 39 and another first down.
And you're seeing it again. Is as long as the corners are playing that far off the ball, that's going to be open every single time.
This drive began inside the Dunbar 20. 5 plays later, they're at the Jag 38. Chapman up the gut. No, Colony, I beg your pardon. Cole Colony, touchdown.
What a play. Just gutted them right up the middle.
Cole Colony in from 39 yards out. He had 12 rushing TDs last year, his first of the year. In Dunbar, a very impressive lengthy drive. Skylar Vaught on for the point after. That young lady, some kind of kicker in her second season as a sophomore for the Bulldogs. But she's not going to trot out there as Dunbar appears as if they're going to go for 2. Oh, here she comes. So Vaught trots out. And a flag.
Illegal shift.
Substitution infraction.
Substitution, there we go.
Legal substitution, Dunbar.
Some indecision on the sidelines there, and that was the precursor to the flag. So now the extra point will increase in difficulty some 5 yards. This will be about a 32-yard extra point, and Vaught got it.
Nice.
How about that? Dunbar with a touchdown. They lead 7-0. Be right back to Nicholasville. This is GlyCod.com.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from GlyCod.
Chris LeBar, Max Godby back live in Nicholasville. Dunbar 7, East Jess nothing, and a nice drive, impressive drive.
Very impressive drive. Dunbar, you can finally see that they're cooking with peanut oil now, and they're starting to get hot.
Well, going that up tempo, we'll see how East Jess responds. And Cole Colony, that big gashing rush of 39 yards. And Vaught. Nice sturdy kick on the kickoff. Gobbled up by Reed, and Sean Reed prancing down the near sideline. Tripped up behind by Hazlett at the Dunbar 47.
Now that's a way to respond back. Big difference between fumbling the opening kickoff to now with a massive return. Now to see now how East Jessamine responds.
He's just one first down in the first couple of drives. Their best launching start of this half. In the belly of TK Braxton, and Braxton, nice athletic run across the 45. He's a new face as well, Max, a track star, and so many new players or inexperienced players in key spots.
Exactly, but the great thing about that is when you're building a culture like this and you've got all this young talent, think how good this team will be in the future if they're able to put everything together. That amount of experience you're going to have for next year to the year after next.
Sophomore quarterback, Braxton. The youngest Braxton is sophomore. Johnson is a junior, their top receiver. You can see why Coach Bolin is so optimistic about this group. Second down and 6. Heisel back to throw, and he's got a man, and that ball caught down at the 8-yard line as East Jessamine on the march. A great catch by Nathan Rice.
Heisel being able to stand in that pocket and take that hit, just absolutely astounding.
So Rice with his second grab. 5'8", 145-pound senior. And East Jess trying to respond. They'll have it first and goal at the Dunbar 8. This game a little bit late in starting. The first one went 14 innings. A wild pitch scored the winning run, and now we're a late start in game 2. First and goal from the 7. And Heisel met at the point of attack by Hazlett.
Dunbar absolutely swarming now, and you can see there's a little bit of chippiness on the field right now. A lot of smack talking, a lot of jibber jabber. A little bit of bad blood between East Jess and Dunbar.
Well, I'm not sure about bad blood, but both teams wanting certainly to get off to a great start in this season. Two hard-nosed defenses. Rodney Bird coordinating the Bulldog D. Second down and goal. They'll mark it at the 10. Braxton the back behind Heisel. And Heisel back to throw on a slant.
Wow.
Great pass, touchdown, Isaac Johnson.
What a way to respond.
That's a great drive. Two really good drives.
Yes. Looks like both teams finally woke up. They finally had that pot of coffee, Chris.
Well, Mike Bolin, you can sense by body language a lot of confidence in him down. And talking with him this week, he felt like this group would perform well and play well. He had seen it throughout fall camp, and they're off to a nice start. But they're not going to go for 2 or so. Now they will, as Johnson will shuffle back into the kicking position. Low snap, and Johnson buries it. Tied at 7. Latter stages of the quarter. Be right back to Nicholasville in just a moment on Glycod.com.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Isaac Johnson, his first varsity touchdown, tied at 7. 2:23 left in this first quarter. And Dunbar possession momentarily, and a couple of great passes by Heisel. One to Rice to set it up in the second, punching it in to Johnson.
He's having himself a heck of a game so far.
It's a short kick and will be caught by Biggerstaff at the 25, and Jacoby prancing forward across the 30.
Oh, and there we go. Senseless penalty right there. Dunbar and East Jessamine player started mouthing, and Dunbar player just decides to shove him. That's going to be caught every single time.
So Dunbar now at the 18 as Wes Johnson working one of his student athletes as he comes off the field after that penalty. Homecoming of sorts for Wes, having coached here several years ago. Back inside the 20, they should mark it. Well, they'll actually mark it at the 17. So Dunbar backed up just north of 2 minutes in an entertaining first quarter. Teal's in the gun, and he's going to sling it deflected at the line, and an incomplete pass. It'll one-hop Commodore.
You can feel the momentum shift right now for East Jessamine. Team's playing with a lot more confidence, going to hurry up again.
And Teal in heavy congestion rifles it. It's caught short of a first down. That was Chapman covered like a blanket, but able to reel it in.
Good physical grab there.
They'll mark him about 2 yards short of the stick, so third down in a deuce as Teal, there's a first down, and Colony parading up to the 40 for an easy pickup of 14.
Gosh, he is such a physical runner. Not a super big kid. He's definitely no Russ like last game, but just a north and south runner.
And an East Jess timeout. Defensive coordinator Josh Cole out on the field. He saw something he didn't like, so East Jess with the timeout. We'll be right back here on Glycod.com. High school football week 1.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back to Nicholasville, first down and 10, Dunbar from their 40. 1:38 in this first quarter. Trips now to the near side. Trey Berry nearest us. It's the breeze starting to pick up, a nice crisp breeze.
Ooh.
And that ball deflected. Raymond Tanukapua in to deflect it.
So close on that one. A great read by him also to deflect the pass and bite on the route also.
So second down and 10.
Second and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Teal's had a nice start to his varsity season. He'll float it out in the flat. That ball reeled in by Biggerstaff. He evading tackles, scoots up the near sideline, and Jacoby's got a gear as he's out across the 20.
Great run. And what eye discipline to be able to stay in bounds as well. Be able to know where he is. Great spatial awareness.
They'll mark him back at the 25 as Bickerstaff stepped out there. Officially gained a 35. And East Jess not yet in formation, and a quick run over to the 19-yard line. Camonte Braxton on the tackle. Second down and about 6 is Teal out in the flat. That's Barry's first catch. He'll be just short of a first down, so we take another look at that catch by Biggerstaff.
Just the ability to make the first guy miss. That's what you need in a great receiver, just knowing that you've got to make the first guy that comes to you miss.
Third down and 3 now from the 18. There's Colony. He's got first down, and he's got a second touchdown. Colony in from 18.
They don't have an answer for him. I mean, his ability to get his body to be able to change direction so quickly.
So Colony, 18-yard touchdown rush. His first was of 39 yards. And here comes Skylar Vaught scrambling on for the Dunbar extra point and another substitution infraction.
Not understanding how that's been a consecutive issue now.
Vaught to try one more time, and this time Colony's going to heave it towards the end zone, and that pass deflected away, and the two-point try will not succeed. So we'll keep things here in a 13-7 Dunbar lead.
What's been going on with extra points today?
Well, I think one of the trends, a lot of coaches getting away from that, it seems. I don't know. David Jones of Bourbon County might try an extra point once a month.
Right.
Right?
What was the final tally of how many were left on the board? 14? 14 points?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
There you look at Colony's gash for another touchdown. What a great effort by Bourbon County in game one. Just a tremendous effort.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Two outstanding quarterbacks. Clay Estes of the Colonels and Jacob Jones of West Jess. Jacob just sensational tonight. And in the loose change moments of this quarter, Dunbar will kick it away. 13-7. Johnson back to return for East Jessamine. And Vaught will steer it in the middle, and Reed will run under it, and he dropped another one. And Reed lost it again. And we'll see, I believe, East Jess able to recapture it.
Have to be able to answer for that.
Nathan Rice with 2 catches in the first quarter. He'll be split out wide, and first down and 10 for East Jess from their 16-yard line. Heisel back to throw. That pass deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Ball is tipped by the Bulldog defense. 2nd and 10 Jaguars.
Dunbar doing a great job getting pressure on Heisel. Heisel been playing great, but it seems to be a Dunbar Bulldog has been in his face 9 out of the 10 times.
Well, that's one of the concerns the East Jess coaching staff has. How well will their line hold up? They feel like they've got some personnel on the outside, a good quarterback. They can run the ball okay, but can they protect their quarterback? And we've certainly seen evidence that that may be an issue as this evening bears on. 2nd down and 10 from the Jaguar 15. As Heisel now empty, guns it across, rifles it, caught at the 18-yard line. Parker Morton there to scoop it in.
Not a bad catch for having a Dunbar Bulldog on your back.
That's going to conclude the first quarter. An interesting first 12 minutes. 13-7 the score. We're back after this.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
East Jessamine football as the Jaguars down 6 in this second quarter. Back live here on Glycod.com. This segment presented by Gumbo Yaya. They're a proud supporter of high school sports on Glycod.com, located off East Brannon in Nicholasville. Well, Max, what do you look for adjustment-wise this stanza?
Adjustment-wise, you need to go into some full zone pass protection with your East Jessamine offensive line right now. Get some more protection for Heisel.
Heisel back to throw, looking for Johnson, and that ball intercepted. Nice interception to run under that. As Dunbar with their second takeaway of the game. That's Caleb Nelson.
Great interception. Got it over the shoulder as well. Looked like a left fielder out there.
That's the first misfire we've seen Heisel make here in the early segment of this season. And Dunbar trying to make it a 2-score game. They'll have it perched inside the East Jessamine 50. Brendan Bradley didn't have his shirt pulled all the way down, so he'll be sent off the field. Here comes Jaden Commodore back on. There's a handoff. Maybe Zyrese Douglas, the freshman, it is.
Good physical run.
Coach Johnson very high on that freshman. He's one of two. Connor Norsworthy, the other that will factor in. And it's 1st and 10, becomes 2nd and 3 for Dunbar from the 40. Teal back to throw. Incomplete. That pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Skylar Plummer with the pressure.
Good job getting right into his face, causing the deflection and causing the ball to bounce before he can get to the receiver.
And Teal again, and he's got Trey Berry out there, and Berry will squirt for a first down across the 30, down to the 27, and a gain of 14.
Great job on the RPO.
Here's Dunbar again going hurry up. They've had a lot of success going up tempo. Here's the hand to Douglas. Back at the 30. Alize Gerling involved.
Nothing going on that one.
Tackle the play by the Jaguars, number 51, Jason Koki. 2nd and 10.
Here's Teal looking for Biggerstaff.
Oh, wow.
No penalty.
Wow.
Let him play, huh?
Yeah. As long as they call it like that the rest of the game, let them play.
That ball clearly underthrown, but Bickerstaff had zero chance to come back and make that catch.
And the rule is the defensive player has to make an effort to try to catch it as well.
Nice catch by Colony to adapt to that pass, and Colony sprints across the 20. He's going to be short of a first down, but tripped up. They'll mark him at the 16.
No, they are going to give the first down.
So, excuse me, it is a first down for Colony. Three receivers out to the near side. And Teal is going to float it to Biggerstaff. And Biggerstaff again guides up the near sideline, touchdown. But they will mark him out, or will they? There's a flag trailing the play.
Holding.
So that will negate the Biggerstaff touchdown.
Costly penalty there.
We'll mark it back at about the 21-yard line. That's the second run, though, we've seen where Biggerstaff has scooted up the sideline.
Yes.
Not a lot of room, and he's got a quick pop for sure.
As long as he's got a sidewalk of about a foot, he's good.
Now Colony stationed to the left of Teal. In the belly of Colony, already 2 touchdowns. He'll be upended just shy of the 15.
Tackle on the play by the Jaguars, number 10, Plummer.
Looked like it was knocked out, but the ground caused the fumble. Oh.
And Biggerstaff cannot hang on to that one. You get the sense with this East JSD, it may be more of a bend but don't break philosophy.
Exactly.
As they're allowing Dunbar to scoot up and down the field, but trying to keep touchdowns off the board. They're down to 9 from the 20, Biggerstaff in motion. And Biggerstaff the target, and Teal misreads it as he fires it well ahead of his receiver.
What do you do here? Looks like they're going to go field goal.
So this would be a 36-yard field goal. And here comes Skylar Vaught.
Interesting formation.
And the hold is down and up and just a little bit short. So the kick, a little bit short. And the song remains the same in 19-7, rather a 13-7 Dunbar lead with 10 minutes left in this first half. Coming up in our Week 2 Glycod broadcast, Central Kentucky High School football, both games involving Oldham County teams. Will have Great Crossing traveling to Goshen to take on North Oldham, and then Oldham County versus Shelby County, a pair of games next week here on Glycod.com. So back to work for East Jess with 3 receivers out far, and rolling is Heisel. And he'll be tripped up at the 18-yard line.
East Jessamine has to get something starting on this drive. They had a great break of that Dunbar offense stalling. Now you got to capitalize on it. You've stole a possession away from them.
Second and 10 Jaguars from their own 19-yard line.
Second down and 11 from the 19. TK Braxton in motion. There's Isaac Johnson on the catch. Yeah, and that knee went down as he brought in the reception. That'll mark the play dead at the 18.
You've got Dunbar starting to stall on offense. East Jessamine, we just need to kick it into gear again.
Yeah, up-tempo worked for Dunbar. Perhaps the same would apply to East Jess. Get a little more mojo. It's lifeless on this near sideline. Very quiet. Jaguars trying to create a big play here. As Heisel with a snap, going to roll back to the near side. And finally stacked up at the 20-yard line. Laz Bowman with a sack.
A good zone sack right there. Great job by the secondary. Really giving no options for Heisel.
Johnson back to punt for the third time as Commodore will return. And Johnson, a high, gorgeous kick, chasing Commodore back at the 30. And Commodore in the open field has a little bit of a crease and a hurdle. And Commodore takes it just short of the 50.
Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous return.
Great plays on both sides. A nice kick by Johnson and Commodore with a clever return. Thanks to our great sponsors here on Glycod.com, Cartown Kia, the Prescription Pad, Jessamine County Health Department, just to name a few. Thanks to all of our great corporate partners this season on Glycod.com. They'll mark it officially at midfield as Teal with a snap, trying to set up a screen, and Biggerstaff down the chute, and Biggerstaff back across the 35.
Oh.
And he'll pick up 13 on a first down reception. This Dunbar group's got a lot of talent on the outside. Got a clever running back in Colony. Biggerstaff and Commodore, top end receivers. There's Colony, a gaping hole up the middle. He'll take it to the 13-yard line and a scoot of 38.
You just talk about a blessing to where, yeah, we'll just take our starting quarterback, make him to a running back, and not skip a beat, and put our backup in and not skip a beat.
Yeah, Dunbar looks good tonight. Trips to the near side. Teal back to throw. Chapman across the middle. Easy sailing for 6. So Noah Chapman in, and it's 19-7 Dunbar.
Just putting on a clinic tonight.
Colony will hold. He does a little bit of everything. Perfect snap. And Vaught. Beauty. 27. Dunbar with the lead. Take a quick break. Be right back. More high school football on the other side.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back live. First down and 10 looming for East Jess, and a big drive as they trail 27. High short kick, and it will be scooped up by Reed as Reed across the 25, and he'll take it up to the 30-yard line.
If you're going to do something, this is the drive to do it. Get yourself back into this game. No reason to change up game plan at all. Maybe a little bit more tempo, but just go out there and know what you're able to do. They've been able to put points on the board already. Just get back to that.
Yeah, again, East just fumbled the opening kickoff, so Dunbar will have the football to start the second half. So to Max's point, this is an important drive. Time to respond for East Jess. And Heisel, he's going to sling it incomplete.
Heisel visually frustrated. Which you hate to see. He's had himself a great career last year. Great start to the game.
From the 29, it'll be second down and 10. Rice out far, Johnson to the near side. High snap. Braxton will be the decoy. It's Parker Morton on the carry, and he'll be wrapped up.
East Jessamine now sitting at a 3rd and 13 right now.
Yeah, this quarter already 6 minutes left in this quarter. And Dunbar, you certainly get the feeling that they're on the verge of taking control.
You can feel them pinning the ears back now.
Isaac Johnson split out near. He's their money man for East Jess. As Heisel in the shotgun, Reader in motion. There goes Parker Morton. And Heisel, here comes the pressure. Heisel up in the pocket, just no time, and he'll be sacked back near the initial line of scrimmage.
Now it'll be interesting to see, does Dunbar try to make a statement here? Are they going to try to set up a return, or do they go for a block?
The elusive Commodore back to return near the 30. As Johnson on to punt, and East Jess missing a player out there. We've got 10. And Isaac Johnson, here comes somebody. It'll be the Coach Bolin preventing 22 from coming out there. There's only 10 players on the field. There's 10 in blue. And now we're going to have a timeout. So East Jess will call timeout to get their unit intact. Isaac Johnson spotted it all along.
Math is hard.
So a timeout for East Jess, and we'll keep things right here in a punting situation. And to answer your earlier question, I think with Dunbar's ability to return, maybe they set it up for Commodore, right, to get a nice return and favorable field position.
Gosh, it really, I mean, granted, the sun in the first game was absolutely blaring, awful glare through the window of the press box, but my goodness, it turned into a beautiful night tonight.
Perfect breeze coming in through this press box, and very, very comfortable for the folks beneath us and all the way across.
Maybe not hoodie weather, but definitely maybe have a light windbreaker on.
One receiver each side. And East Jess flinching.
Jeez.
So now they'll be back even further.
Dunbar right now just acting like sharks with blood in the water right now.
Well, now that they're backed up even further, perhaps you're right. Perhaps they do chase this punt. A Commodore stationed at his 44. Now he'll back up to his 40. And Johnson punching it well forward, and Commodore will scoop it up at the last moment. And great coverage by East just back at the 29-yard line.
Very good coverage on that. Almost got that punt blocked. Brought 5 up the middle.
Dunbar scoring on their last 2 drives. And what's going on here, guys? What's caught your eye about this Dunbar offense?
So far right now has been the run game, and just their ability, their quickness. Very quick and able to go 0 to 60 so fast.
Rolling right, Teal, and he is going to sling it incomplete. He's trying to find Barry, and that pass incomplete.
If you're Dunbar right now, you've got an opportunity to where you can really put this game away early with a touchdown on this drive.
There is Teal stacked up across the 30.
Set up for a 3rd and 10. East Jessamine doing a good job so far, stalling them out.
Got a final to report. Lex Cath defeats Ryle 27-21. We'll update you on some other scores that come in later this evening. Now Teal back to throw. He is long and lean, looking for Barry.
And there it is.
Pass interference. That's corner TK Braxton. That's going to be a first down.
Honestly, probably the pass interference was a good call on that one, please. That was a great opportunity for Dunbar, just waltz into the end zone on that one.
So Dunbar football back. I think they're discussing where to mark it. It should certainly be a first down. It's 3rd and 10 and pass interference. It'd absolutely be a first down, and they'll mark it at the 45. So, in essence, a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first. And Dunbar now from their 45 as we tiptoe under 4 minutes in this first half. 2 receivers each side now. Colony leaks out. There's Teal. He will sling it. Incomplete. And coming around the edge was Gerling. He's been a factor in this first half.
He really has. Really has been playing very aggressively.
Alize Gerling, leading returning tackler on this unit. 51 stops and a sack last year. And he is their signal caller, their Mike Backer. And play blown dead.
Well, false start action.
We've had a few of those tonight. Up here in the booth, too. We've had some false starts, so we've had a lot of them tonight. So Dunbar will take a timeout. We will do the same. Be right back to Nicholasville. Glycod.com, week 1. Be right back.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Second down and 15 on the docket for Dunbar from their 40. Under 4 minutes in this half. He's just down 13. Low snap to Teal, and he will rifle it back at the initial line of scrimmage. That's Berry on the catch, and there's a flag.
Man.
Berry with the grab.
That was a late hit if I ever saw one.
Berry conversing with that far side official. Those bright green gloves that Trey's wearing. And that's going to be a first down.
Personal foul, East Jessamine. Resulting in a first down.
Big drive defensively for East Jess. Again, Dunbar will start the second half with the ball, and Jaguars already staring at a 13-point deficit. Teal in the belly of Colony. He's got a quick burst, and Colony with a first down as he slides down the sideline and down inside the 5 to the 1.
Jeez.
38-yard blast.
Who is this kid? It's like a little pinball.
He hits that hole so hard. And Colony's had runs already, touchdown rushes of 35 and 15 unofficially. And he's got his group at the doorstep. First and goal at the 1, and Teal's going to float it.
Jeez.
Touchdown, Dunbar.
Now you're starting to feel that momentum. Big Mo's pulling out his chair, and I think he's popping a squat right on East Jessamine sideline, or it's on Dunbar sideline.
That's Noah Chapman with the touchdown. And Dunbar leads now 26-7. Again, they've attempted 2 extra points earlier and had penalties trying to set up the formation. We'll see. They're going to just say the heck with the PAT. Colony stationed to the left of Teal. And Colony gets the carry, and he's going to be denied. That's Skylar Plummer, number 10 with a stop. So the song remains the same at 3:21 left in this opening quarter. Pay a few bills, be right back on Glycod.com.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Back to Nicholasville, Chris LeBar, Max Godby, our great crew on hand. Jackson Miller, our producer. Jake Maynard upstairs shooting the great footage for you. And Dunbar now a 3-score game. This game really turned around. Dunbar went hurry up on their second or third offensive drive. That got the flow in their favor.
They did. Got that oh my gosh, that tempo rolling, and East Jessamine just did not have an answer for it.
Short kick, and that ball is loose, but finally covered at the 24-yard line. It was Kamante Braxton that scooped it up. There you see the run from Colony on that last drive, setting things up for Dunbar.
First and 10 Jaguars from their own 24-yard line.
From the 24, as East Jess will traverse right to left. Two receivers to the near side. And Heisel to the 25.
Quarterback keeper by number 5, Heisel. Gain of 1. Second and 9 from the Jaguar 25-yard line.
East Jess having some success. They've thrown Isaac Johnson with a touchdown reception. Nathan Rice has caught a couple of balls, but not a lot of luck on the ground. We thought that might be the case with this strong and powerful front for Paul Dunbar's. Pass out in the flat. Talon McDonald on his first catch, but blown up as McDonald brought it in and then took a lick. It's Kyan Miller on the stop.
Physical hit.
Timeout Dunbar, their second of the half.
Dunbar will pause play. Undoubtedly trying to force a punting situation here, should they get one more stop. Who are some teams you're going to pay a close attention to this year, Max?
Well, I may be biased, but for me, definitely going to be Christian Academy this year. I feel like Christian Academy, now that Hunter Cantwell's kind of got his culture, his program built how he wanted it after Stephon LaFleur's left, I think that's a team that's going to be a really big threat. Right now, last I checked scores, they were up 31-0 on South Oldham right now. I think that's a team you really got to watch out for. And honestly, the one team that I'm a little bit biased toward right now is Lexcath. Lexcath has got a new head coach. They've gotten some former UK football players on their staff now. One leading the offensive line is Zach West. It's going to be it's a couple of years from now, that's going to be a team that's going to be a threat.
That's interesting, and it's such a tough district with Boyle County. There's a pass out in the flat, and that ball is going to be caught. Parker Morton on the grab and back for no gain. And final timeout will be called by Dunbar.
Of course, you've got your Frederick Douglass. You've got Bull. You've got Henry Clay even. Henry Clay's getting some love this year as well.
Yeah, they've not had a lot of success the last couple of years, but Coach Demetrius Gay there, similar to what you talked about at Hunter Cantwell. Now he's been there long enough getting his guys the way he wants to do it, and perhaps Henry Clay will have a breakthrough year.
It's just exciting to see high school football in Kentucky just take such major steps for respect nationally for what they're able to do. It's no longer just the Trinity and St. X show. Now you've got teams that play so well and are able to bring in and develop so much talent that's going out into colleges all over.
So 4th down and 10, Isaac Johnson back to punt. He has exhibited his leg in this half. And a low snap, and Johnson will get it out of dodge. It's partially deflected, and it will trickle just across midfield.
Setting up the Dunbar Bulldogs at the 50-yard line. We got 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go 50 yards.
Ethan Teal had a solid quarterbacking debut here in this first half. Hadn't done anything too flashy, but hasn't needed to.
Exactly. But when you've got great supporting actors around you, just makes your job easier.
We'll take a look at this Dunbar schedule at halftime while we've got some moments. A brutal opening stretch to their season. We'll talk more in depth about this program. Coach Wes Johnson done a tremendous job. This group seeking their 3rd straight district title. There's Douglas, and he's got a little steam. We'll take it for a couple, the exciting freshman.
Going hurry up now. Little Chris Berman, tick, 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 going against the clock.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 is Teal back. Again, Dunbar, no timeouts, and Teal will rifle it. And that pass incomplete, one-hopping Commodore. Both East and West on the road next week, so no live video stream for these guys. We'll be on the road next week. Great Crossing at North Oldham, part of our Central Kentucky high school football coverage. We'll have that one for you, as well as Oldham County at Shelby County. A pair of Central Kentucky matchups next week here on Glycod. Teal will float it behind Commodore. And he had room to tuck and run.
He did. That he did. Now we'll see the Dunbar punt team.
Ryan Browning out to do those honors. Back to return is Johnson. He does a bit of everything for this team. Wide receiver, he returns punts, he punts, place kicker, and they're going to go for why not? And Browning, a great throw. That's Hazlett out of the backfield, and Hazlett will prance in for a touchdown.
Did not have an wow.
That's a great play call, and credit Browning. It's coming in out of the bullpen to make a throw like that.
Exactly.
Let's bring in the closer in the 9th inning, and Browning, a great pass, and Hazlett, starting linebacker in, and this one getting out of hand early.
Man, that one, though, was smooth like silk, though. That was pretty to watch. We truly have seen everything tonight.
You sure have. And Skylar Vaught on for the point after. As Dunbar, this game was tied at 7. And Dunbar has stormed off with 25 consecutive. But they need to work on their kicking game here in the week. As Vaught, kick is up. And nope.
No good.
So that one off the mark, and we'll keep things here in the waning moments of this first half. Take a replay, take a glance at that replay, and just orchestrated beautifully as Browning finds Hazlett. you just joined us, West Jessamine 43, Bourbon County 36 in game one. A great, great matchup. And West Jess off to a solid start behind Jacob Jones, who accounted for all of West Jessamine's touchdowns. Well, what do you do if you're East Jessamine?
Right now, I mean, at this point, you've got to initiate some sort of spark. I mean, you can't just lie down and just let this game happen.
That's Parker Morton. We'll bring it down for East Jess, and he's going to bounce it out to the near side. And he'll take it across the 40. Very solid field position for East Jess.
You just needed a spark, and this is what you got.
No timeouts for either team.
Got to be able to capitalize on it.
First and 10 Jaguars from their own 45-yard line.
They'll mark this at the 45. Cartown Kia Most Outstanding Players. At the end of this one, we will choose a representative from both teams. There's a handoff to Braxton, and Braxton. It's TK on the call.
Carrying the play by number 12, Braxton.
Looks like they're just going to try to run out the clock here. Take it to halftime.
4 on the play, 2nd and 6 Jaguars from the 49-yard line.
So one more play, potentially for East Jess. And a low snap, and Heisel able to gather it, and he's going to float it forward. He may have been behind or ahead of the line of scrimmage.
It sure looked like he was, wasn't it?
The pass ruled incomplete. So 3rd down and 6 looming.
Now a 3rd down, 22 seconds left. Go ahead and try to take a shot, try to get some sort of momentum, take you into halftime.
Yeah, they've had some success with both Rice and Johnson. This group definitely improved from last season. Heisel up in the pocket, and he's going to usher it out to avoid the sack.
Pass incomplete by Heisel.
Bring up 4th down with 16 seconds. Do you bring the punt team on?
No.
And it looks like he's going to stay on.
Heisel only a sophomore, but his 3rd year as the starting quarterback, took the extra year. And by the time it's all said and done, may be one of the better quarterbacks to play here last several years. Fourth down at 6. Whew. And the connection off. So he tried to find Parker Morton.
Resulting in a turnover on downs.
So Paul Laurence Dunbar, one more play at least. 13 seconds remaining in this first half. A very crisp start for the Bulldogs. They've been very, very efficient on offense.
That is an understatement right now. Get 32 points on the board in the first half. You're running very efficient.
And Ethan Teal, his first varsity start, he's done what's been asked of him. Cole Colony been exceptional. Every Bulldog key player has contributed. Now Teal back to throw, going to set up a screen, and that is Barry. And Barry, he has a burst down the far sideline and out of bounds, so another play remaining, but a flag. A flag back at the 43.
Looks like it was either holding or blocking the back. At least the way Dunbar is acting and already backing up.
Dunbar back inside their own territory.
First down was obtained on the play. Penalty resulted after.
Dunbar with one more play.
First down from the Dunbar 49-yard line.
And now we got a false start.
Let's get this thing to halftime, right?
I get it. You want to run your offense, but come on.
Well, and it's opening night, and so many tendencies that have yet to be established for both teams as they try to develop what their identity is going to be. And Teal back to heave it. And he's got Barry again. So Barry with 2 drives, 2 catches on this drive, and that's going to take us to half. Dunbar, a very impressive first 2 quarters. Central Kentucky High School football live from Nicholasville. Dunbar up 32-7 at half. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by the Jessamine County Health Department. Find out how they protect, promote, and improve the health and wellness of our community. Visit jessaminehealth.org.
And we are back. It's halftime here against Dunbar and West Jessamine. Crystal Barr stepping away for a second. Max Godby here as I will give you the breakdown of what else is going on in the state of Kentucky when it comes to high school football. We've got some scores that have come in from the infamous Steve Bird, great executive producer of our show. We start off with Ryle and Lexcath. Lexcath coming in with a huge victory to start off their season with a 27-21 win over Ryle. Western Hills and Great Crossing starting off where they picked up last year, turning the tide there and changing the culture. 60-13, Great Crossing. LaRue County and Woodford County faced off, and Woodford County setting a statement of 43, LaRue 8. Henry Clay starting off great for the Lexington area. Great night for Lexington high school football. Henry Clay, 25, Connor, 14. And then Frederick Douglass playing against their rival Bryan Station. Douglass with a commanding 52-7 win. Madison Central steals it away from Lexington Christian Academy. Madison Central with the win, 38-34. And Sayre High School winning 38-0 against Eminence. And at the end of the third right now, we've got Franklin County beating Scott County 10-6. And then Johnson Central versus Lafayette. Johnson Central coming from the mountains and just absolutely delivering the hammer against Lafayette 30-8. We've also got a final of our Northern Kentucky versus Louisville area team, Christian Academy Louisville. Christian Academy Louisville winning 38-0 against South Oldham. Simon Kenton and Oldham County faced off, but Simon Kenton with a commanding win of 56-16. And then North Oldham facing off against Carroll County, 21-7. As earlier today, as we watched West Jessamine playing against Bourbon County, high scoring game, ultimately coming to an end at 43-36. And a great night. You could not have asked for a better night of weather to start off this high school football season. I absolutely adore it. There's just something about Friday night games at the high school level, seeing the entire, especially at these county games as well, seeing the county everyone just shut the whole place down to just come out and watch football. It's been a great night. As always, we want to thank West Jessamine for hosting this event, putting on a stellar night for us and for the fans. I mean, you look around, it's been energetic from the student section. It's been energetic from the fans. The food trucks lined up all the way to the entry point. And from the smells from the press box, absolutely fantastic. But we can't even stop. We've got to stop everything to be able to thank West Jessamine Athletic Department and their the way they've treated us so far with dinner, AC for one, which was very nice with the glaring sun earlier today. And then overall just their ability of putting on this performance and putting on this Jessamine County Classic. As we get ready to start off the second half, still got a few minutes left before second half. We'll take it back to commercials and hear from some of our partners and our sponsors.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessaminehealth.org/wellness.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
And we are back right before we've got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds until we start the second half. Big question is, if you're Dunbar, you're up 32-7 right now, how do you maintain this momentum going? I think right now, your biggest thing you've got to do, you've got to continue to build. You need to continue to build on your success in the first half. You still need to go out into your playbook as well. Remember, this is first game of the year. First game of the year, you need to be able to run through the playbook, be able to work on things, and some aspects of Dunbar's play, even though they've got 32 on the scoreboard right now, a lot of stuff they need to get fixed. Things they're a little rusty on. Continue to develop that. Question is, what if you're East Jessamine right now? You're down 32-7. How do you even begin to come into this game in the second half and continue to compete? And that's what's the great thing about football is. Football is a game where you have to be able to compete when times are tough, when the odds are against you. East Jessamine has to come out here and continue to compete. And that's why football is the greatest team sport ever. Because no matter what scoreboard is, no matter what life throws at you, you still got to keep competing. You still got to wake up and you still got to go out and attack the day with an unmatched enthusiasm every single day. So both teams in very peculiar spots. Do you settle and just ride it out just because you're ahead? Or do you lay down because you're already being beat? Be a very interesting way to see how both teams respond in the second half.
And we'll be back with more on this halftime show on glycod.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Chris LeBar, Max Godby back live in Nicholasville. 32-7, Paul Laurence Dunbar over East Jessamine. As Max was telling you about this game and all the success that Dunbar has had in this game. And Max, we talked a bit about their schedule, and certainly it is not friendly as you look at their schedule coming up. And kudos to Coach Johnson for scheduling like this. But golly, look at these games coming up here with top teams in the state, in essence. And Madison Central, Woodford, and Douglas looming.
And it's really cool to see how much this Dunbar team reminds me of the old DeSales high school team of the early 2000s, from like 2000 to 2010. You would play DeSales halfway through the season and look at their schedule, you'd think they were an awful team. They would be sitting somewhere at 3-5, 3-3, 2-6, and it's because they played outside. At that point, they were 2A. They played everyone outside of 2A. So they were playing against the Trinities, the Centrals, the Bullitt County, North Bullitt, North Oldham, South Oldham, and were getting beat. But then once they played in 2A football, they just steamrolled everyone. Because at the end of the day, they were playing against a better competition. And when they had the opportunity of playing someone that wasn't to the same level, they absolutely just blew the doors off of them. As you see now, both teams stretching, getting ready for second half of play. I do want to remind everyone that there could possibly be a mercy rule that is put into place. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's 35 points is the mercy rule. I guess we'll see once we see that running clock. Magnificent play so far by Colley and Teal. I mean, it's for Dunbar, it's simply just been a pick your poison kind of night for them. And East Jessamine trying to change the culture, trying to change the image of their program, and it is a really hard thing to do. That is not an easy task. It's hard to change a culture of a program. I don't care if it's the NFL, if it's college, high school, or a peewee football team. If you've had a history of losing and history of not being one of the top programs, it's hard to come in and change that culture and bring in young guys that want to win, that have that desire of being able to win at all costs. And East Jessamine, started off strong, but just have to learn how to play through that adversity. And like I said during the halftime show, that's going to be a big part of how they respond in this second half.
Yeah, to your point there, Max, one of the points of emphasis going into practice in this next week from defensive coordinator Josh Cole is going to be tackling. Because even though Colony is a big guy, he's 6'2", 175. I mean, he's a big back at that size. You still got to try to wrap up on him or, take him low. And they just haven't been able to stop him. He's just been running through them, running over them, and sidestepping them. He's been getting by them basically every way you can.
It has been really crazy how, this cat has not even played a down of running back before, and he's already taking high school football by storm. And we are about ready to take this second half by storm as East Jessamine will kick off to Dunbar. Kick is off. Dunbar fields it, running up to the center. Makes a break, breaks to the outside, and now he's moving. And broke a tackle and heads out to the sideline. Shoved out. Beautiful run.
Yep, Noah Chapman there getting a nice run, going by, breaking a tackle. I thought he had him on the edge, contained, but breaking through that tackle and getting an extra almost 10 yards. Credit to Chapman.
Ball will be on the East Jessamine 48-yard line. That will be a total return of 45 yards. East Jessamine looking to respond. Teal opens up the second half at quarterback. Look at a doubles formation to the left. Teal fakes a handoff. Pass to the outside. Goes to the outside. Knocked out of bounds. Pass to Chapman. Complete for a gain of 8. Ball lands on the 41-yard line. That's going to be 2nd and 4. A short 4. Line up at Tripp's left. Teal going. Fast pace. Hands it off to Colony. And gets eaten up on the inside. Colony, gain of 2 on the play. Will bring 3rd and 1, a long one on this.
He just doesn't know how to stop, does he, Max?
Just keeps churning his legs. He will not be taken down by the first person that he makes contact. It's what we call yak yards, yards after contact. And Colony loves contact. Set up, trips left to the outside. Hands off to Colony again. Muscles through.
Oh, looks like they stuffed him there. A combination of Gerling there. And we've called his name a lot tonight.
Called it a lot. Been a great player so far. So far tonight, been a key component. And it looks like that the ground caused that fumble. Will be a 1st and 10 on the East Jessamine 37. Set up with Teal goes to throw, throws to Colony to the outside. Does he have the speed to break through? And breaks 1 tackle, but not the second. That'll be a short gain of 2. Excuse me, that was Chapman who caught that, not Colony. As Dunbar lines up again. Fast pace. That tick-tick-tick Chris Berman offense. Looks like a quad right formation. Teal shovel pass to Biggerstaff.
Defense snuffed it out.
Snuffed that one out. Usually the rule of law is if Biggerstaff goes into motion, you follow him.
He's a playmaker, and he has showed that off tonight.
Dunbar slowing up things a little bit. Substitution. Looks like we're going to have a trips left. Colony to Teal's right. Teal back to pass. Waiting, getting rushed. Biggerstaff wide open, wide open. He's running through, cuts back to the inside, cuts, and is stood up by East Jessamine at around the 10-yard line.
I mean, does this guy look like he's making his first varsity start to you? He just seems so calm and collected inside the pocket, doesn't he?
A big reception there by him. Having himself a great coming out party today. Gain of 26. Ball on the 11. Teal throws it off to Chapman. Chapman is stuffed. Nowhere to go there. And we talk about Biggerstaff. I mean, you're right. This does not look like a man that is making his first varsity start. A late flag comes in.
Uh-oh.
Late flag comes in on the play. Looks like we've got a unsportsmanlike dead ball penalty against Dunbar. So a little mouthing, a little jarring.
And Coach Wes Johnson is not going to like that.
Not at all. Again, it comes back to how are you going to play in this second half? And right now, Dunbar being a little sloppy when it comes to the penalty side. We will have a running clock, meaning clock will start after the ball is set. But now the official has called the play dead again, convening with a Dunbar coach. Clock runs now. 8 minutes, 40 seconds, 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 25. Apologies. Teal rolls out. Oh! Intended. Pass incomplete on that one. It'll bring up 3rd and a country mile. Be 3rd into the double quick. At the corner of Catnip and Nicholasville Road.
So what do you think the plan is here, Max? Do you play this for 4 downs?
I say you do at this point. You get the opportunity to be able to make this a two play and then also increase your lead on this. We've got twins. Teal back to throw. Beautiful pocket. Just misses the target. That's going to bring it up to a 4th and 22.
And this is kind of an in-between yardage here. It's a really long 4th down, but I mean, do you think the kicker can get it there? Do you think Skylar can get it there?
I don't think Skylar's able to get it that far. She struggled with that 35-yard field goal. Don't know if she'd be able to get it up to this far. Teal back to pass. East Jessamine brings a blitz. He rolls out to the outside. Wide open is Chapman and just misses it.
And he had him wide open.
Wide open. East Jessamine with a miscommunication right there. It will be turnover on downs. East Jessamine takes back over.
This could be the momentum swing that you were talking about at halftime there, Max.
Exactly, and this is showing the effort that this East Jessamine team needs to show, to be able to show, hey, we're not just going to lie down and just allow Dunbar to just run away with this game. We're going to at least be able to continue to fight, continue to move.
East show that you can operate your offense very well. That's the goal for the second half.
Exactly. 1st and 10 on the 26. Heisel opens up the second half at quarterback. Looks like we've got a doubles with running back to the left. High snap. Heisel's got to run with it. Heisel breaks to the outside. Heisel keeps rolling. Misses, makes one man miss. Makes another, flips over another player.
What an unbelievable play there by Heisel. The snaps have been pretty inconsistent from his center. Really miscommunication most of the night. And he just improvises there.
Exactly. Big playmaker, very similar to Clay Estes from our game earlier today. That has a gain of 26 yards, I believe, or 26, maybe 27 yards. Good for a first down for East Jessamine, breathing some life back into the sideline. East Jessamine breaks the huddle. In doubles, 2 receivers on each side. Running back lined up to Heisel's left. Heisel hands it off.
Looked like Dante Parker Morton tripped there as he was taking the handoff. Kind of a track stumble there.
Parker Morton took it to the outside. Gain of 1, perhaps. And now we've got a official's timeout. Official's timeout. That'll be second and a long 8.
While we get this sorted, we'll come back after a quick word from Cartown Kia.
Folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
West Jessamine High School is the location, but we're being in a game currently between East Jessamine. The opening week, it's tradition, and they swap locations each year, the Jessamine County Classic. And East Jessamine here hosting Paul Laurence Dunbar. 32-7 is our current score with 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And East Jessamine is currently driving around the 40-yard line currently.
Looks like there's still a little conversation on what's supposed to be going on with East Jessamine and their staff going on. Convene a little bit more on this.
Yeah, don't quite know what is going on right now. And now they huddle up.
Looks like we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling again.
Second and 9, East Jessamine from the Dunbar.
Braxton lined up to Heisel's, looks like his left. We're going with double receivers, both sides again. Second and 8. Heisel steps back, plenty of protection, and just throws the ball into the ground. Pass intended for Reeder, incomplete. To bring up 3rd and 9 or a 3rd and a long 8, whatever your preference is.
Reeder, big body there. We'll see if he can get some more targets going throughout the season. 6'3", 210 tight end. That's a big tight end.
Very, very big tight end, especially for Heisel with trips left. Heisel takes a snap, throws it. He's got the reception. Beautiful play there.
Just a yard short there from the looks of it.
Got a player shaking up on the field.
They got to go for it right here and see what offense they put out here on this 4th down. It's about a little bit less than 2 yards.
Absolutely. You're at this point, you're down 32-7. You've got to be able to, you're going to have to be able to establish and try to get this first down.
I like that. I like Heisel's confidence going in this second half. We've only seen him for a few snaps so far, but he looks confident in the pocket. He was looking skittish in the first half, and I really like what I'm seeing out of him.
Very much so.
Second half.
Doubles. Heisel takes a snap, throws it. He's got a man wide open. He's there. If he could keep his balance, and he's got it. And the official says, oh, out at the 1 yard line.
That was an absolute laser there from Heisel.
Number 4, Johnson, with a beautiful catch there. Wide open. And now East Jessamine is knocking on the door at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, credit to Johnson for keeping his feet there. I mean, that was unbelievable. It looked like he was stumbling for most of the time.
Looked like he was stumbling for 20 yards. A great play by him.
Setting personal foul.
And that's what's slowing things up right now.
Little extracurriculars probably going out of bounds.
A little chippiness going on. Nothing wrong with a little chippiness as long as you don't get a flag thrown for it. As Heisel breaks the snap. We've got doubles to the left, tight end to the right. Heisel with a QB sneak. QB zone, and he gets it for a touchdown.
And that's a touchdown there.
East Jessamine.
Heisel with the keeper, calling his own number and pushing through. That looked like a really tough 1 or 2 yard run there.
Definitely was a well-earned 2 yards. Set up for the extra point. Set in an offset wingate formation. Now they get back into normal field goal. Johnson to kick. And kick is good.
That makes it 32-14 here, halfway almost through this third quarter. East Jessamine getting on the board in this second half first. And we'll be back with more action here on glycod.com. Current score 32-14 here at West Jessamine High School.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
And we're back here at West Jessamine High School. Kickoff ready as Isaac Johnson trots out with the rest of the East Jessamine Jaguars. So we're about halfway through this third quarter. And here's the kick.
Johnson with a beautiful catch. Chapman runs up to it. Makes his way through, bounces it to the outside. Makes another man miss and runs it all the way up to the 48. Probably making that close to a 38-yard return.
Yeah, Chapman had about the same return last time out and ended in practically the same spot over on the right side of the field.
Got an East Jessamine player shaking up on the play, possibly cramp.
A lot of cramps on this field tonight, but that's expected. It's week 1, and, well, you always have cramps anyway.
You know, it's just game. It's getting back to game shape. And I remember anytime on the field, especially on a sports turf field, it's just a different heat. And that you've got that rubber in the field that holds that heat in. I walked the field earlier when I was interviewing David Jones, head coach of Bourbon, and you know I started breaking a little bit of a sweat. It definitely wasn't comfortable. I like it up here better than I do down there, to say the least.
Yes.
Smith walks up on his own power, walks off to the sideline. Dunbar will open up on their 48. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 48.
And Teal and Colony are trotting back out here. See if they have a response for that touchdown from East Jessamine.
Currently hold a commanding 32-14 lead. In motion, sends it up. Incomplete pass to Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff going in motion there. East Jessamine making sure anytime Biggerstaff is in motion or anywhere on the field, there is an extra man following him.
Definitely have to keep your eyes on Biggerstaff there, Max. That's for sure. He is one of the fastest players down there on the field.
Teal hands it off to Colony. Colony running through and just doing what he does best, just ground and pound. Hits the hole going 95 miles an hour. Good solid gain of about five or six.
Bottling up Colony there. That's one of the few times we've seen that happen from this East Jessamine defense. Maybe they got a game plan now for Colony and a decently long third down here.
Colony again. Oh, no, it's a fake to Teal. Teal with a great sneak right there. Great read option play right there. Had everyone here at West Jessamine fooled. Be a first down for Dunbar. Ball be placed on the 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
This Dunbar offense going quick again and getting a first down for it.
Teal in the back. Teal scrambles out and is sacked for a loss. Great play there by East Jessamine. That's going to set up a 2nd and 11 for Dunbar. Dunbar taking an unusual approach for them, slowing things down a little bit. Got twins. Colony to the left of Teal. Biggerstaff in motion. Teal has it, throws it off to Biggerstaff in the backfield, runs through and has an opening to the outside, and he is still going, still running past East Jessamine, down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
Takes about 3 Jaguars to actually tackle him. And you figured that was about the 3rd or 4th time in the past 2 series we've seen that play from Dunbar. You figured that they were going to get it right one time and make a big play out of it.
It's one thing for East Jessamine to send someone in motion with him. It's another thing of having to be able to finish the play off. That's going to set Dunbar on to the East Jessamine 11-yard line. 11-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Dunbar heading back to the field. Got a nice doubles to the right, fullback and running back in the backfield. Hand off to Colony. Colony up the middle, gutting through, ground and pound. And it is a touchdown for Dunbar.
Another Colony touchdown. And how many times have we seen him run up the middle for a large gain, just gashing this Jaguars defense?
Several. Death, taxes, Colony up the middle for 20-plus or a touchdown. It seemed to be the theme of tonight. Now Dunbar going for 2. Doubles to the outside. Hands it off to Colony again, and same play, different verse. 2-point attempt is good, which makes it 40-14 with 4 minutes, 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Dangerously close to the infamous mercy rule. Now we will see how East Jessamine will respond. Now down 40-14.
Let's have another look at that Colony run there. Just his trademark fake to the left, almost like a counter play. But he just instead, dives right up the middle, and he just keeps those legs churning, getting those extra yards. And it seems like he's done that time and time again tonight.
It's been countless, but, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he is so quick. And I think that's been the biggest thing that we've seen tonight with quarterback play and then with Colony is their ability to change direction so quickly. It's kind of that Wandale Robinson effect of being able to basically break an ankle so quickly that defenses are just not able to recoil and counteract those moves.
He's got fast feet for a big back, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. Skyler lined up to kick. Kicks it off.
Really good kick there. Went over everybody.
He needs to get on it and just pauses for it. It's run through and finally tackled at the at the 13, 14-yard line. Another flag coming in. That will be for Braxton. Braxton, who was the returner, of a gain of 11 yards. Personal foul on Dunbar. Offsetting penalties. Personal foul on East Jessamine as well. Those penalties will offset. We've got another Dunbar player. Cannot see a number for him. But it looks like we've got cramps there also. Remember, as I said at the previous game, that, you know, just because someone says, hey, he's just got cramps, don't worry about him. Don't worry, he is still in insurmountable pain. Cramping up on a football field is not fun, especially when that calf, that hammy, and the quad all go at once. It is not fun. I've been there. You may be asking, though, what is the best way to prevent cramps? Well, you could go the old school way of just water, basic H2O. There's also Gator Light, which is a Gatorade with an excess of salt put into it. But the one that will taste the worst but works the best is actually pickle juice.
Oh, no, I have never heard of that one. Of course, I haven't played football. I actually played hockey and lacrosse. Coming from a Kentucky person, that's kind of odd.
Now, I'm telling you, the pickle juice works. As Heisel will try to get something working here for East Jessamine. Heisel back for the snap. Hands it off. Good physical run. Good physical run there by. Did not quite see a number on that. Believe it was Braxton who made that run. Be a gain of 4. Be 2nd and 6 on the East Jessamine 13-yard line. 10.5-yard line. Apologies there. Heisel back for the snap. Rolls it back to the outside, opposite side. Tosses it over with a nice play to the outside. Pass from Heisel to Parker Morton with a gain of about 8, which would be good for a first down.
Flag on the play. You know, even if you're kind of disappointed with how the Jags have come out and played this evening, there's still some solace in the fact that this is a really young squad, as you pointed out in the pregame. And Heisel, the quarterback, is only a sophomore as well. So you're going to have him for 3 years. There's a bright future ahead for this team.
Heisel is a sophomore quarterback that plays like a senior. We've got to see senior quarterbacks tonight, and he exemplifies one for sure. 2 wide receivers to the left, tight end in play with receiver to the right. Heisel running back to the left. Hands off to Braxton again. Braxton to the outside zone. Breaks 2-3 tackles. Gain of about 7 there.
Braxton with one of the better runs we've seen from the Jags tonight. They haven't gotten much going against this defensive front from the Bulldogs. But maybe now they're breaking them down as this game has gone on.
East Jessamine will be sitting at a 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 4 or a 2nd and long 3, whatever your preference is. We've got doubles receivers. Heisel with a QB draw, runs it up the middle, breaks to the outside, keeps running through, breaks a tackle, and is rolled all the way out. And a flag comes in for a late hit on Heisel.
Just credit again to Heisel. He's playing like an absolute warrior even though his team's down 26 points, he's just keeping going, and he's running hard, and he's maintaining his composure as well.
Heisel has been very impressive, especially as a sophomore, to play the way he has been playing. With that, it'll be an additional 15 yards at it. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Dunbar 26-yard line.
Another chance for this Jaguars offense to get another touchdown and close down the gap once more.
Receiver split to the outside. Heisel with a throw. Low throw intended, but incomplete to Johnson. Bring it up to be 2nd and 10 on the Bulldog 26-yard line.
Possible miscommunication there. Heisel putting his hands up after that throw. Not sure if he was expecting a different route there.
Almost looks like he's complaining about a possible push-off as well. Johnson had maybe a little bit of extracurricular activity on the route there from the defender. Baxter leaving the huddle, being subbed in by number 1, Parker Morton. East Jessamine calls a timeout. Sits us at 2 minutes and 55 seconds in the third quarter. Dunbar currently with the lead, 40-14.
And we'll be back after this message.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
And we're back here at East Jessamine High School, or West Jessamine High School rather, for East Jessamine versus Paul Laurence Dunbar on this week 1 of high school football. We got some more scores coming in from Steve Bird. 20-17 the final, Scott County versus Franklin County. We'll get back to the action.
Heisel back for the snap. Parker Morton in motion, throws it out to Parker Morton and is met. Big hit. Big hit by, cannot see the number on that one. That's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. Sets up for an East Jessamine 3rd and 14. East Jessamine huddles up. Heisel takes the play.
You know, Max, you see the duality of these two teams. East Jessamine just takes their time getting through their offense. And Dunbar's just like, we have such limited time. We got to go fast, 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 fast.
Very true. Give East Jessamine some credit since they just adopted from the wing tee as well. It looks like we've got a false start as well on number 78.
False start, East Jessamine.
That'll back them up another 5 yards, 3rd and 19.
But
really long 3rd and down coming up.
You're absolutely right. You've got two very different philosophies on tempo from both of these teams right now. Be 3rd and 19 for East Jessamine. Heisel fakes the handoff. Heisel rolls out to the right, throws off his back foot. It's got a man wide open.
Oh.
And a great play defensively by Dunbar. Set up a 4th and 19 as Heisel heads to the sideline to get the play from the head coach himself. As East Jessamine will try to make a last-ditch effort. make a last-ditch effort. Try to make some magic happen. East Jessamine substitutes, allowing Dunbar to put in a substitution in at defensive line. East Jessamine comes in with 2 receivers on either side. Tight end, number 3, in the slot. Heisel takes the snap, takes a step back, throws it into the dirt, and that will be a turnover on downs for East Jessamine. Dunbar will take over on their own 35.
From their own 35-yard line.
Yes, that potent offense coming back out for another drive, and we'll see if they can put more points on the board or see if they'll rotate in some other players to try to get some more experience here in this game.
Feel like you maybe give one more drive to your starters, and then if you're able to score, get into the fourth quarter, at that point you just allow some young pups to be able to get an opportunity to go out and play. And it looks like we are getting that with the Dunbar offensive line. Teal still in the game. Teal with a handoff. Right up the middle.
That looked like Douglas there, the back that we've been mentioning.
That would be correct. Douglas getting a few snaps to relieve Colony. Trips left. Teal throws. Beautiful catch. Gain of 7 on the play. Sets up for a Dunbar first down. Set up on the 46-yard line of Dunbar. Teal back for the snap. Hands it off to Douglas again. Douglas running up the middle. Douglas got room. Douglas running out, trying to beat one man. Finally gets dragged down to the 26-yard line, or 24-yard line. Apologies.
And you see why they like this kid, Douglas, there. Young freshman back, but he is just so explosive. You see how quick he just cuts one direction, and he's just gone. They did catch him, but very large gain there.
Douglas running again. Gain of about 2.5 on the play. He set up of a 2nd and 8 on the East Jessamine 23-yard line. Teal waiting for the snap. Teal takes a step back, looking to pass. Throws, got a man open. Wonderful catch. Connection again to number 49. Be a gain of 12 on the play. Sets up an East Jessamine first down, which will be a 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. Be a 1st and long goal. 10 yards left. Get to the end zone.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter here, Max. We'll be back here on glycod.com after this break.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. For more information, including a list of local resources, visit jessaminehealth.org/wellness.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
And we're back back here on glycod.com for this fourth quarter, the last quarter of this evening of the doubleheader here at West Jessamine High School for the Jessamine County Classic Week 1 football. This game, 40-14, Dunbar leading. Looking to punch in another score here, Max.
Yes, they are setting up at their 10. They've got a long 1st and goal. Got Teal in the backfield with Douglas, which Douglas has had some very impressive runs tonight. A freshman, I may add. Teal standing about half the size of Douglas, but Douglas makes up for it with an insurmountable amount of speed. Sets up 2 receivers on both sides. Throws it with a nice little throw there. Be about a 6-7 yard pass. Sets up for a Dunbar 2nd and goal on the 4 yard line.
Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 4 yard line.
Yeah, Teal's got a rocket. He looks really good as a first time starter in varsity.
Teal takes a snap to Douglas. Douglas runs in for a touchdown and just adds to this Dunbar lead. Douglas with a 4 yard rushing touchdown as Dunbar will set up for their extra point. Schuyler heads onto the field to make it 47-14. Late substitution by Dunbar. A lot of substitutions on extra points today for Dunbar.
That's something that Coach Johnson is definitely going to be stressing to his players in the weeks to come.
And the kick is good. Sets us at a 47-14. East Jessamine down 33. Dunbar with a commanding lead.
Let's have another look here at that Douglas touchdown run. He's just so slippery. Reminds me of Darren Sproles. I mean, you just can't seem to tackle the guy.
Not at all. And a very, very bright future ahead of that young man.
Yes, indeed. Just a freshman.
Get a little bit more size on him. Get him a little bit thicker. That man's going to have a promising career at Dunbar.
And I'm just curious as to, we mentioned Dunbar's schedule in the next 3 weeks. I'm curious to see if this potent offense will keep it up in the next 3 weeks as they look toward there's this upcoming schedule that we've mentioned is absolutely brutal.
The schedule was daunting, but after watching this performance tonight by them, makes me feel it's a little less daunting. Definitely a tall order, but not as daunting as we first believed. Schuyler sets up to kick. Booming kick off to the right to Braxton. Braxton fields it at the 10. Runs up, tries to get to the outside, and is met with a huge wall of Bulldogs. Makes it out to the 29-yard line, making it a 19-yard return. Sitting at 11 minutes, 13 seconds left of the fourth quarter. Thank you for joining us. We are at West Jessamine watching Dunbar and East Jessamine. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Very interesting matchups we've seen here today. A lot of offense. And that's always entertaining.
Very much so. Heisel sets up. Parker Morton to his left. Handoff to Parker Morton, trying to take it to the outside, and is met by a slew of Bulldogs. A pack of Bulldogs? A herd? A gaggle?
Whatever term that you like there.
Be a gain of 2. Ball on the 31-yard line. Second and a long 8.
That's something that I've also noticed with this Bulldog defense is they really swarm to the ball.
Very, very good at swarming and being able to have great pursuit lanes. Heisel takes a snap, hands it off to Parker Morton again, or to Braxton. Braxton makes it to the outside. Very nice run there.
Short third down situation here for the Jags.
Looks like a 3rd and 2, ball on the 38-yard line. Heisel calls the men up to huddle. Paul, Laurence, Dunbar waiting for the Jaguars. 2 receivers to the right, tight end to the left, or tight end to the right, running back to the right. Heisel takes a snap, be a direct snap to him, heads to the outside, and is tackled again. A slew of Bulldogs. And now we've got a little bit of extracurricular activity. A little jarring, a little jawing going on.
I think we might have said that after every single one of Heisel's runs. He's just such a tough runner, this kid.
It's going to take more than one Bulldog to bring him down each time. But the gain is good for a Bulldogs first down. Ball on the 42-yard line. 10 minutes, 13 seconds left of the fourth quarter.
Seems like we probably have offsetting penalties there. Probably unsportsmanlike. From both teams. After that tough run there, first down run from Heisel.
A little chippiness tonight, definitely sure. It's what happens when you get the first cold crisp into the air.
Oh, now they're moving the chain gang back. So, no, the only penalty was against the Jags, moving them back.
So it'll be a dead ball penalty. Bumps them all the way back to the 28, 1st and 10. Dunbar with the lead, 47-14, with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. East Jessamine with 2 timeouts. Dunbar with 3. 2 tight ends to the right. 2 receivers to the right, tight end to the right, and running back to the left. Hands it off to Braxton. Braxton with a nice cut to the outside. Good, solid gain. Gain of about 6 there. Set up for a 2nd and 6 on the East Jessamine 34-yard line. Seems like this drive has taken forever.
That's because we haven't gotten anywhere yet, Max. We're still back where we started.
A lot of mileage to go 2 yards there.
That's for sure.
East Jessamine huddles up. Heisel breaks the huddle. Going to have 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the left. Tight end to the right, running back to the right. Heisel hands it off to Braxton. Braxton gets slipped up.
That's a great tackle in the backfield there. Looks like Angel Martinez, sophomore defensive lineman, getting into the backfield there for the Bulldogs.
Nice seeing him getting some reps. Be 3rd and 4 again, or 3rd and 6 again. On the East Jessamine 34-yard line. Heisel huddles it up. Very interesting huddle. Usually a lot of huddles, 5 to 7 yards away. East Jessamine sets theirs at about 10, 11.
They just really don't want the Dogs to know their plays.
Trips left. Heisel takes the snap, sets back to pass. He gets hit with pressure, starts running up, and is finally taken down to the East Jessamine 43-yard line. That gain will be good for a first down. Clock will keep running.
Heisel with another tough run there. He seems to always break through those arm tackles. you got to wrap up on him.
Like you said earlier, it takes more than one Bulldog to take Heisel down. For you may not know this. I don't know if you're a history buff or not. That's more of a Teddy Roosevelt reference. Said he was once shot during a campaign speech and still continued to give the speech. It said, I have just been shot, but it takes more than that to take down a bull moose. For Heisel, it takes more than one Bulldog to take down this Jaguar.
It looks like we have an official's timeout on the field. So we'll go to break, and we'll come back with more action here at West Jessamine High School on Glycod.com.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Parker.
And hurry offense there from the Jags.
Sets it up for a 2nd and 3. Yeah, 2nd and long 2. Heisel had to come out of the game for exposed blood. It looks like they got him bandaged up, brought back into the game. Heisel has the huddle. Again, 10 yards away. Set up at the just shy of the 50-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. 1 receiver and a tight end to the right. Heisel back to pass. Throws it. Has Johnson open. Covered like white on rice, but still was able to make the catch. That'll be a 1st down for East Jessamine. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Really good route there. Just beat his man.
Exactly. Got to that inside. Just had a clear vision on it.
Great recognition there from Heisel as well.
Going twins left. Tight end to the right. Hand off to Braxton. Braxton hits the hole hard. Grounds and pounds for a good 5-yard gain. Braxton down on the 27-yard line.
Looks like about halfway to a 1st down.
Say
2nd and 5.
Say a 2nd and a short 6 or a long 5, whatever your preference is. Official East Jessamine says it'll be 2nd and 6. Go doubles. Braxton motions out. Overthrown his receiver, setting up for a bubble screen to the outside.
3rd down, Jaguars.
Be 3rd and 6 for the Jaguars.
Yep, just an overthrown ball there by Heisel.
Heisel getting the play. Bring it back to their huddle. It's got 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Dunbar currently leads 47-14. High-octane night for Dunbar. East Jessamine trying to get something going, trying to get something on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Got twins left, tight end set to the right. Heisel hands it off to Braxton again. Braxton is stuffed in the backfield. And now late flag coming in, possibly for a face mask. Braxton is under assumption it will be a face mask. Sideline official talking to the head umpire tonight. Looks like the indication is going to be against Dunbar. We've got a face mask against Dunbar.
Which gives the Jags a 1st down.
Now this I don't understand.
Or it
face
seems to be
mask.
spotted short. of the first down.
Well, it's a face mask. It should be a first down. Very interesting.
Okay.
Don't quite understand the motive on that one. Tight end in the backfield, set up as a B-back. Heisel runs it up the middle. Gets the first down. Gain of about 6 on the play. Oh. A little extracurricular activities from Dunbar on that. Pushing Heisel in the helmet, pushing him in the face. You just can't do that. You're up 47-14. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's kind of going back to what we said earlier. How are you going to respond with a huge lead? How are you going to respond with a huge deficit?
Yeah.
And right now, East Jessamine been able to at least get drives going, drives together. Dunbar cannot keep themselves from moving, from getting off the field because of senseless penalties like that.
Well, and once again, you just see how tough Heisel is to bring down and the frustration that comes from that.
Be a first and goal on the 10-yard line. More of the 9 3/4 yard line. Heisel in the backfield. Heisel, snap over his head, still chucks it up, gets the catch. You talk about composure from a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen.
Broken play there that results in a positive gain.
Great
really
catch.
Surprising out of that.
Great catch by number 11, Mr. Rice. Gain of 5 on the play, be 2nd and 5, 2nd and goal on the 5. Heisel huddles up his men.
Or 2nd and 5 on the goal.
Very true.
Whichever way your words come.
Exactly. So it's however your brain operates at midnight. Heisel, high snap, gives it off to Braxton. Braxton muscles his way through.
Looks like they're going to mark him short there on the 1-yard line.
Looked like from this angle that he had gotten in, but the officials got a better angle than I do. Be 3rd and about a slice of maybe the pizza or the chicken tenders that are up here in the press box.
And this is some backyard football that we're going to see here. And we've already seen it a couple times. Even on the first drive from Dunbar, they were in the red zone. We saw a stand in the red zone. So we'll see if we get that from Dunbar here.
Heisel, high snap, takes it to the other side. Beautiful play.
What a play.
East Jessamine is not dead yet. They are not going down without a fight.
I mean, can you believe this kid? What a play there. Just another broken down play, it looks like. And he just improvises.
Just improvises, takes it away, and says, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. Heisel's got himself a great career ahead of him. I don't know what this season looks like for East Jessamine, but that kid's got a bright future. Going for 2, and it's deflected by Dunbar.
That was an interesting formation there, to say the least.
It's called the Wingate, but back in my day, it was called the Polecat. Do you know what a polecat is?
No, I don't.
A polecat is a far eastern Kentucky word, also found in western Kentucky towards Adair and Metcalf. It's another term for skunk. You call it the polecat formation because you know why? Something doesn't smell right when you line up like that.
Okay, fair enough.
See, Glide Cod not only brings you the best high school football coverage, it's also educational.
Thanks to Glycod. All right, we'll have more high school football here at West Jessamine High School. East Jessamine and Dunbar finishing up on this evening. Coming back here on Glycod.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football from Glycod.
Just over 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter as we wrap up this doubleheader here in West Jessamine. And this is week 1 high school football. Glad to be back.
Exactly. And to everyone still listening, good morning and happy Saturday.
That's for
Little
sure.
pooch kick, fielded by Dunbar. Takes it out to the 40, 45, 50, 50, 45, down to the 40-yard line.
You know, Max, the big returns have not been lacking this evening. We've seen a lot of really big returns, one almost for a touchdown.
I think we've seen quite a few, not only in this game, but the game before that could have broken for touchdowns. Definitely a good special teams night. I mean, honestly, even though this game's a little bit of a blowout, we've really had 2 really good fundamental games of football to watch tonight, of just several different clinics going on. And it looks like now we're going to be having in the young pups, the young Bulldogs, into Dunbar.
And we've also received word Johnson Central finished off Lafayette. 37-8 is the final from there.
Dunbar. Hand off to, I believe that was that Skylar in at running back?
You know, I didn't get a good look.
I think that was Skylar lined up at running back.
Oh, it looks like it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Skylar, who is Dunbar's female kicker, is lined up at running back now and had a very great run. Here's her second run of the night. Breaks 3 tackles. Extremely quick.
You know, you got to have a lot of power in those legs to generate those long kicks there.
Exactly. Definitely built to be a running back for sure. Definitely showing off her speed.
Just slicing through the Jags defense. Now past the 25 is Dunbar offense.
Hands off to Skylar again. Breaks 2 tackles. Makes a spin move. Hit with the circle button. Skylar looking out here like NCAA football 2022 or 2023 whenever the new one comes out for the PS5. Skylar, have yourself a night.
Injury timeout on the field.
Looks like we've got a East Jessamine player shaking up on the play. Number 13, Tuneku Puwu. Maybe just cramps. This will set up as a 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5. Skylar in at running back again. Skylar with the run again. Skylar to the outside, trying to break it to the outside. Be a gain of about 2. Sets up for a 3rd and 2. 3rd and long 2. On the East Jessamine 18-yard line. Hand off to Skylar again. Skylar is stopped in the backfield. Not quite able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And
that is the conclusion of the game.
That wraps up this game now. 47-20 as Dunbar wipes out East Jessamine in this contest. Potent offense, and we saw a lot of that today, Max. thank you here for joining us on glycod.com. Next week, Great Crossing versus North Oldham, and Oldham County versus Shelby County are the games that we're going to be bringing you. So tune in to those next week as we bring you week 2 of high school football. Thank you again for joining us here on glycod.com. I'm Jackson Miller, here with Max and Chris, and have a good night.
From Glycod, this has been R.J. Corman's Central Kentucky High School Football. R.J. Corman Railroad Group in Nicholasville, serving the railroad industry since 1973. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance agents Sean Atkinson and Kyle Rowe, big on commitment. Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. The Jessamine County Health Department, jessaminehealth.org. The Prescription Pad, your local pharmacy in Nicholasville. Elite Building Products, for all your window, door, and siding needs. CHI St. Joseph Jessamine. And Citizens National Bank.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, glicod.com. Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.